Guys, I think this year is a comeback for the comic book genre because we have some great comic book films this year. First, it was Thunderbolts, then it was Superman, and now this Fantastic Four First Step, which is fantastic, by the way. I mean it. It's a great year for the comic book films. Let me talk about Fantastic Four First Steps. Here's a quick plot synopsis. It's been 4 years since our group has been established. Sue Storm and Reed Richards are expecting a child, and then all of a sudden, Silver Surfer shows up. And she says their planet is marked for death. Yeah, this is not very encouraging. So our team travels to space to find Galactus, and then they talk to him, right? They want him to spare their planet, so they go up there, and then Galactus says, if you give me your child, I will spare your planet. And of course they were going to say no. Of course they were going to reject the proposal. So Galactus said, I'm going to devour your planet instead. And he comes to the planet to devour it. And now the Fantastic Four has to stop him. Now here's what I really like most about the film. The theme of family that is in this movie, present throughout the film. You make Dom Toretto from the Fast and Furious franchise proud. Family. I mean that in a good way, by the way. I know the Fast and Furious franchise has a reputation to be bad, but in this context, for this movie, I mean it in a good way. Family in this movie is about connecting to each people, and you see it in the team where it's not just in fight sequences, but also in their daily lives where they're helping each other. When Reed Richards is trying to create these equations and all that, Johnny is trying to understand alien language, and each team member is helping out here and doing their own part. Sue Storm even gives a very profound line in this movie. I don't remember the full line, but she says something about family is about connecting oneself to something bigger, something along those lines. And I thought that was really profound stuff, really nice stuff. And each character has their own quirks and their own flaws and their own personalities, and it makes these characters really human, and you can connect with these characters to a certain extent. The acting throughout the cast for this movie was great, especially Vanessa Kirby and Pedro Pascal. These are the two standout performances because they're also playing parents for a child, and there's a lot of parenting inside this movie as well, themes and topics. The stakes for this movie was really high as well. It's both personal because their baby is involved in this, and it's also externally really big because their planet is about to get devoured. So I really like that nice balance inside this movie in the stakes. And I really like that about this. Another thing is that the film is in its own pocket universe. It's not connected to the universe of our main team, the Avengers, are in, but it's in its own universe. So you don't need to watch any of the previous Marvel movies to understand this one, since it's happening in its own world. The visual effects was really great. Silver Surfer was menacing when she had to be menacing. A lot of people have been talking about the female Silver Surfer online, and at the beginning I was like, yeah, this is kind of unnecessary. They should have just chosen Norrin Red to be the Silver Surfer. But after watching this movie, I really don't mind the female Silver Surfer that much. I enjoyed this movie thoroughly, and I really like the retro futuristic vibe of the movie in the visuals. It really suits the movie. It really makes the movie stand out in the MCU. Now here's my drawbacks. First and foremost, I do think that the Thing was underutilized here, and Silver Surfer was underdeveloped, maybe because they didn't have enough time to develop her character and all that, but you can tell she's really underdeveloped in this movie. And the movie sometimes has pacing issues, especially in the first half, because it felt like they were squeezing too many stuff together in the beginning of the movie. And the movie is shorter than 2 hours actually, and I thought it could have benefited the movie if it was a bit longer. But these are just small nitpicks. Overall, I think this is a great film. Definitely check it out in theaters. This might just be my personal favorite comic book film of the year. If you like this video, click the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. See you guys next time, guys. Always the best.